Hey, what's up, everybody? It looks like we got 7 folks up in here already. I'll say hello to Jesse Michael. What's going on? Looks like Leah. Hello. Who else we got in here? Looks like Jesse and Leah's the only ones to comment so far. What's up, dude? You're good. You got everything? You guys, it's gonna be a little bit hectic. I got a lot going on here today. I'll fill you guys in later in the week. I plan on doing something a little bit special this week. It's probably going to end up being super cool, and if it turns out really well, I may do it more than once. So we'll see. We'll just see what happens. No guarantees on that because I have fears of doing things on the live. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but maybe I can explain that to you guys later on in the week. Live streams are a strange thing to me. So, for just not strange. There's certain things about it. Anyways, moving on from my blabbering. As you can see, we have something. This is really special. I mean, regardless of how many of these you've ever seen, there's not a whole lot of these out there in circulation anymore because this was a 1-year only production. Looks like Mike Batty, Tracy Phillips. What's up, my dude? I think Tracy got his YouTube channel going, man. If he does, you guys click on his name. Go check his content out if you guys enjoy it. Hit that subscribe button. Xeno Saga, looks like you got a new profile picture going on there. Who else we got in here? Smitty's here. I think he's been voted the Canadian representative for the MRE meetup, if I'm not mistaken. ForeignMRE.com is in here. Daniel, what's up? Hey, everybody. Glad to make it on time this week. Yes, yes. Justin Jordan, what's up, my friend? Have I missed anyone? JW, hello. Want to say what's up to everybody while I can. I see Miss Marilyn's name popping in there. Hi, all, she says. Have I missed it? Well, you know what? I got to put it on live chat. Every time I start a live stream, it is on, what's it called? Top chat. It never goes to live chat. For some odd reason, live chat. Okay. So, I've got an itch. Hang on. There we go. All right. So as I was saying, as I was starting to describe my thoughts and feelings about this or whatever, you know, food packet long range patrols, at certain points, they can be given out as a very restricted 24-hour diet. It's very restricted calories that way. I mean, we're talking, they run anywhere. It just depends. I've seen menus run up to over 1,500 calories. It just depends. But typically, you know, they're running about 1,500 calories. And for that to be a whole day's food, especially in the situations where they make these things a restricted calorie 24-hour diet, these guys are, like, obviously, if this is all they have, they're going to be losing weight. So they're going to be trying to forage food and whatnot if they can. But, yeah, I wouldn't want to be stuck with only this for 24 hours in a strenuous type of situation, which these guys most likely will be in if they're only being issued one of these per day. Now, this is like I said, this is a 1-year only. 1998 is the only year that they made them like this right here. To me, personally, just from what I've seen and what I know, and I've had a lot of the items that are going to be in here before, and a lot of my favorites are in here, and they're used a lot in each menu. So, personally, my opinion, these are some of the best, if not the best, long-range patrol rations ever made. They are even better than the modern ones because these ones have the compressed oatmeal cookie bars in them. They have the granola bars. They have actually all the varieties of the compressed food bars, I guess you'd call them. I mean, I think they're all along the lines of a dessert type deal. You know, oatmeal, granola, chocolate, I don't think ends up in here. I think that's only food packet survival general purpose. I'm not sure. If they're in here, I haven't seen that menu opened up. There may be a menu of these over on MREinfo.com. I have not checked that, but it's very possible that there is. But anyway, Salty Croc Collectibles sent this thing to me probably 3 weeks, a month ago, roughly. And last week, man, I just kind of, I don't know, I must have been overly excited and just kind of blabbered on for about an hour before I even got into a meal. We ended up having the meal cold weather last week. I think that, if I'm not mistaken, that Alright Eeyore sent, I think that's what we had last week. Anyways, there's links to both of those guys right at the top of my description if you guys want to go check them out. Last I talked to Salty Croc, he did not have anything listed on eBay, but he may have something over there now. He lists cool ration stuff all the time and cool vintage military items and just cool stuff in general. So, and I've dealt with him numerous times over the years, so definitely recommend doing business with him. And yeah, let's go ahead and get this thing opened up and see what you know what? Nope, I forgot. I've got something else I got to do. So I have a box over here. As I just see Tracy Phillips says no CT. It is from CT. It is right here. Now, I had a Sharpie here. Now, as I said before, guys, it's going to get a little hectic here probably. If you guys hear stuff in the background, just kind of try to ignore it. I am rocking the microphone, so hopefully that blocks out most of the background noise. Holy crap, there came Nathan with a big old jeez. Love the older ration reviews, man. Hope everything is well. I hope everything is good in this thing as well. I don't know if I may be the first one to open one of the ones from his batch. I could be wrong about that. If he is in here, which he may be, I don't think he usually comments. I think he usually just watches. Hey, Sam's World Rations. But anyways, Nathan, dude, thank you so much for that crazy, huge super chat right there, man. $30 right off the rip, man. Wow. Holy cow. Really appreciate that, dude. Yeah, man, I hope this thing's edible. And I don't know if anyone has opened any from the lot or the grouping of long-range patrols that Salty Croc had. This may be the first look inside of one that we get, so we'll see. We'll get to see condition-wise and see how they've held up, which most everything in these should hold up. You know, you freeze-dried main, and then there's a lot of, the sides are meant for longer term than even an MRE. So what I'm going to have to do with this box is just flip it over upside down. And we're going to have to open it from the bottom because I do not have anything to mark out the address on me right now. Usually I think of that ahead of time and try to get that knocked out before we start the live streams. So that's not the case this time. So let's just find out what is in this special little box right here. Obviously, 11 3/4 by 8 by 4.34. So 4.34, 8 wide, and then 11 3/4 long. So let's see what's in here. I don't know. Let's find out. I'm going to cut it open. And huge thanks to CT for sending this box to me, man. Like, he's overly generous with the stuff, man. And it's very much appreciated. I think I've eaten a few rations from him here on live streams, so very appreciative for the content, and I think we all enjoy getting to check out whatever he sends in, along with everyone else who sends things in. It's just super fun to explore packages live with you guys. It's always a good time. Well, that's a very familiar look right there. Let's see what this is. All right, let's see if I can get this out without having to flip the box over. Hopefully. Yes. There we go. What's it going to be? You obviously see our huge QR code right here. That is for taking guys directly to the Canadian Combat Rations page on Facebook so they can leave their feedback about the menu. Let's see. And it's a 2019 menu. This is Southwestern Chipotle Chicken. This is a return of an old menu, if I'm not mistaken. I believe that's what I've been told. I think it was a huge hit. That's obviously why they brought it back. And I think it used to be just called Chipotle Chicken, if I'm not mistaken. I'd have to look into that a little more. I may have a 2011 Chipotle Chicken, or I had one. I may have given it away. I don't know. I think that menu might have still been around in 2011. You guys correct me if I'm wrong. Let's see what this one is. Oh, pizza pasta. I had the first pizza pasta 2015 review up. I had the first 2015 IMP review on YouTube, and also it was the menu was pizza pasta. Ended up getting that from Shocker. back in the day. Shocker71. You guys, if you haven't went over and checked out Shocker's channel, link is down in my description. Obviously, I really like that dude. I enjoy watching his videos. Kind of, it's like a personal, brings you into his house and makes you feel at home. You know what I mean? That type of dude. So go check him out. I promote him all day long because I really enjoy his company and his friendship. So yeah, good dude. Really, really well packed, I gotta say. I've never seen yellow bubble wrap like that before. That's a first for me. I like that yellow. I'll be reusing that, so in the ration world get packages from me and it has yellow bubble wrap, you know where it came from, because I have nowhere else that I would know where to get some yellow bubble wrap. So awesome, dude. Thank you so much for the 2019 IMPs, man. That is a oh, hang on, better turn that volume off on this bad boy. Here we go. Oh, yep, just keep on making noise. Yeah. Here we go. There we go. Okay, got it. Sorry about that, guys. And, of course, you can tell that I'm distracted at the moment. K-Man says he might miss tonight, but he's good luck with the live stream. So, that was an incoming message from the K-Man, the creator of MREinfo.com. If you guys haven't checked out that website, holy cow, man. A plethora of wonderful information about rations from all over the world, and especially from the United States. Not only is it just a, just a great information source, the people over there that provide information, you can hit them up and ask, questions if you have specific questions about rations from their area. That's a really awesome part about being part of MREinfo.com. You guys, you have a connection to all over the world and people that have very specific information about their local rations. So it's really cool. All right, and you also got some veterans over there, guys that used the older rations, for instance, like this 98 food packet long range patrol. So I'm going to set these in the back, I think. Whoa, hey, Smitty, whoa. See, that's a Canadian 549 there. Southwestern Chipotle chicken is a brand new, it's a brand new menu. I could have swore Chipotle chicken was an old menu. What was that old chicken menu that's... Now I've got a brain fart that you just said that. I'm like, my brain's locking up. What was that old menu? Daggone it. Well, thank you so much for that super chat, man, and the information there. So, brand new menu for 2019, guys. This is review worthy, obviously, so I'll try to get a review of this done. Definitely not going to be this week. I won't be here. So, hopefully, I will try to get a review of this maybe next week. And hopefully I can get a computer lined out before then as well. That's a big thing that I've really got to do. Thank you so much for the super chat and the information, man. That's awesome. So this is like an old style MRE as far as its opening. There is not a peelable seal at the top. There is a slit right here that you're supposed to just pull it open, which is, it's easy enough. You look. Oh, whoa, hey, I just knocked my camera over. Hang on. Sorry, guys. I don't know how I managed to do that, but I did. We're centered well enough. Anyways, as I was saying, it's easy enough to rip this open. Like, it's super easy to rip. I just ripped it some right there. But I'm going to slit it open from the back because this is my first 1998 LRP, and I would like to keep this bag as a display. So we're going to go ahead and just get right into this thing, and we're not going to waste time today. Oh, I could feel the air coming out of there, so it's still nice and airtight up until that that point right there where I just cut it open. And did I cut? Nope, I didn't. Good deal. I didn't cut all the way through this either, but there we go. Oh no, didn't want it all jagged like that, but it's okay. Bacon is belly, period. Okay. U.S. bacon is really sow belly. So we got people concurring on the fact that bacon is belly. Belly meat. Okay, first, right off the bat, we have one of my favorites, the cornflake bar. Uh-oh. What's that? What is that? Okay, let me stick my nose in this thing. Okay, no smell at all. Okay, this must just been like, um, this must just have been from when it was packaged. That because it looks like part of the cornflake bar, as you can see. It doesn't have any smell, so I don't know. But these things right here are like ration gold, and I'm not even joking. Like these are one of the things that were highly sought after. Cornflake cereal bar, maybe crumbled and rehydrated with a small amount of water. So you can turn this into like a little cereal mash. You crumble it up, take some of your non-dairy creamer, dump it in there, mix it up real good. Maybe even a little sugar if you want. You know, if you want to make it real sweet, we might even try that out. There's a few things you can do with that. Let's see what else is in this awesome ration. Okay, here's our cool accessory packet. This is the only way you can get an accessory packet that looks like this, is out of the 1998 Long Range Patrols. There's our date code, the 338th day, so right towards the end of the year. What would that be, November? Yeah, something like that. Probably November of 1998 when this accessory packet was packed. Let's see what the date was on this. Right here, 334th day. So definitely towards the end of the year on both of those. What else we have in here? Ooh, fig bars, and these are weird. Oh, wow. So those are like, I don't know. I've never had in that. It's smashed there, which is not a big deal, but it's like, there's only that much in there. Usually there's two. There's one here and one here. It kind of feels like there might only be one in this one, though. Okay, interesting. I've had plenty of the white ones from Old Mill Cold Weathers, but especially thanks to Steve, he sends me a lot of fig bars because he knows that I really enjoy the fig bars, and I think he doesn't enjoy them as much as I do. Okay, so here we have candy. Well, this is going to be interesting. Again, 323rd day, and this is candy 4. So in the menu list on MREinfo.com, I do believe it's listed candy 1, 2, 3, 4. I think this is the last option. I'm not even going to guess. We'll find out when we open that up. Next out, we have our brown biodegradable MRE spoon. I think that's like, what was it, 60% biodegradable material, something like that. What else do we have here? One of my favorite items out of the older rations is the instant tea drink mix with lemon. Natural lemon flavor and sugar. 16 grams, and it makes 8 fluid ounces. But this is just a fantastic drink mix. Really, really it is. So this thing is just, oh my gosh. Oh, look at this. I don't know if it's supposed to have 2. Honestly, I don't have a clue. But I got 2. I'm super stoked for that. The 289th day on that one, is this one the same? It is. The 289th day on both of the iced tea mixes. Awesome. And the last item out of there is the beef with rice, cooked, dehydrated. So it says cooked, dehydrated. It doesn't say freeze-dried, even though this is a freeze-dried main. Because dehydration and freeze-drying are not the same process. And it was produced by Oregon Freeze Dry, which is obviously Mountain House. It's what they used to call themselves back in the day. I think it was like their military branch that they produced food for that was more Oregon Freeze Dried. I'm not sure about that though. Preparation instructions. This is nice, much easier to read than the modern packages. What's the date code on here? We have 9832. That cannot be correct. Huh. I do not see the date code. Let me take a look here. Good seeing you too, Renee. Cyanide Cookies. Dan is here. What's up, Dan? All the way over in Australia. Got to be like, what, 8 in the morning over there, right? Roughly? I think you're 12 hours. Or is it like 2 in the morning? I think it's like 8 in the morning over in Australia. So we got to say a huge thanks to Dan for making it to the live stream. It's always great to have him here. Anonymous, I'm thinking of buying some Japanese or Chinese rations soon. Anonymous. Can I just say I would advise against it. Your money's going to be much better spent unless you're planning on like doing reviews on YouTube and being the first one to get to review them or something like that. Outside of that, it's not the best food stuff for storage, because here's my personal opinion on both of those type of rations. Now, yeah, I'm getting sidetracked from this. But that's okay. I'm trying to help you out here because their food standards are not exactly they're not held up to the highest of food standards. And the last Chinese ration that I had was just meh. I mean, meh. Meh. It was not great. Okay, I would not recommend anyone going out and stocking up on said rations. If you look, you can find modern MREs, which are going to have, if you want to get technical, you can start just buying the menus that you particularly like. So that way, yeah, he got food poisoning. It wasn't really food poisoning, I don't think. I think well, it may have been something. He obviously got sick from one. And the one that kind of tasted, it was the same menu I had, as a matter of fact, the one with dill. The rice with beef with like dill or something, like grass type. I don't know. It tastes like grass. Had definitely a weird taste. And, that's just one that I would probably steer clear of. And, green chow mein. He had chow mein noodles. That's right. He had the noodles one. Obviously, that's a menu you want to avoid because I think they have 4 different menu options. And 3 of the 4, which they come with 2 mains, 3 of the 4 of those type of rations, which they're like type 4, type 3s. I've got the bag around here somewhere. But anyway, 3 of the 4 come with nothing but rice mains, and that one odd menu out comes with a noodle main. And that's the one that ended up making Steve sick. So yeah, definitely advise against it. It's not something that I would tell you to go out and buy a bunch of. So let me slide this over here because I would like to take maybe a screenshot of this later. Yeah, that looks. Let's flatten this bag out. There we go. Yeah, this is pretty special. Let's find out if this stuff has held up. Get the tray out here. Got those 2 super fresh 2019 IMPs back there. I wonder what the date code is going to end up being on those bad boys. Let's see here. Let me pull up a chair. There we go. It's just harder for me to get stuff done when I'm sitting at this chair, but I can't stand here the whole time. Oh, whoa, hey. I got a question. Thinking of buying a Russian as well. What would be the best to start with, an IMP or an LRP? Well, you're going to have a hard time finding LRPs, but if you can find long-range patrols, it's got, it's a freeze-dried main, and if you're wanting to try something out, it's the freshest way. Holy crap, I'm into pain. Hey, Smoke, how are you doing? Thank you so much for the super chat. I'm into pain. Holy cow, man. Slid right on in there. Thank you so much for that super chat, my dude. Really appreciate that. Doing all right, man. Absolutely. Especially since I'm getting to check out such a super cool ration. Actually, I'm going to put that right there because I can mix it up. I was on the subject. What was they asking me? Long-range patrol or a Russian, right? Okay, so the Russian food. The Russian food's pretty good. It does not have much of a shelf life because they do not use preservatives in it like we do. We package our things to last for years. They package their things to last for a year. Ours is just an inspection date of 3 years. That does not mean that it's an expiration date. That's just for them to check over the boxes, make sure there's no rodent damage, no water damage, make sure they haven't been sitting out in the hot sun for the last year or something crazy. Even though if they had and they're fresh MREs, had they sat outside in the sun for a year, they'd probably still be fine. I think that would be a great test of an MRE. I might do that actually. I might just take one outside, stick it up in a tree or something, and 6 months later open that bad boy up and see what happens to it after 6 months, or maybe even a year of being outside. Go outside and duct tape it to a limb on a tree. That'd be a fun experiment. It takes a long time, obviously, but it would be well worth it. The payoff would be great. So, all right. I don't know. That's going to depend on your personal preference. If you want to have like beef with kasha, which is going to be a very typical menu that you're going to get, or beef with rice, or chicken with rice, chicken kasha, there's a lot, very similar mains in the Russians. You're going to get a pate. You're going to get some crackers that aren't going to last very long. So I would probably, if you plan on getting it and eating it right away, sure, I wouldn't tell you not to get one. But if you're going to get one and like not know when you're going to get around to trying it out, I would say to go for the meal cold weather. I'm a meal cold weather guy. I really enjoy the meal cold weathers. They're the modern version of what this is. There was a wow, it's going to slip my mind right now. There was a transitional meal that was made at the same time as these 1998s, right before they started making meal cold weathers. It was called the food packet cold weather. I can't remember. If Steve was on here, he'd be able to tell me. I cannot remember the name of that. But I think he ended up finding one here recently, which is the only thing I'd ever seen before that was pictures. And I think he only found one. So those are super rare as well. Not like those are way more rare than these 98 LRPs, because there are still some of these floating around out there. And I've only ever seen one of the transitional cold weather meal, which is not called a meal cold weather. There's pictures of it over on. It's called the food packet cold weather, or food packet cold. I think that's what it is. Food packet cold weather, something like that. Really interesting. But yeah, I would say go for some MCWs. Anonymous, you asked the question, and get into, heck, if you can find a case of those for about $120 or less, you get them for $10 a meal. Well worth it. All day long. $120 shipped, I'd pay that all day long. But if you can find them somewhere local to you, somewhere that a store that has them, or someone that's selling them, you'll end up getting them cheaper than that even. So usually I would not cut something like this open, but I am going to. So let's find out what this candy is. I'm curious. I think I know what it is, but I'm not 100%, so let's find out. Yes, 1998. Oh yeah, look at that. M&Ms, and these are the collector's edition the Millennium Watch offer. See details inside. Check that packaging out. That is super cool, and they feel perfect. I don't feel any crumbs in there. I don't feel any broken M&Ms in there. That's where this double packaging really shines. It's so instrumental in keeping these M&Ms in perfect condition. Having them double packaged like that, really awesome. And to be quite honest, guys, I think we all know what M&Ms look like. I really want to keep this package and put it on display, because I don't think I'll be able to find another one of these. My 1999 MREs do not have the special M&Ms in them, and I've seen this package before, and I think this is the only way to get it is out of the LRPs. So I'm super stoked about that. Let's see what's in our accessory packet, because it feels pretty light, and we do have 2 iced tea drink mixes, which I'm pretty stoked about. That means I have an extra for later. Let's see. That knife is super sharp. Stick my nose in here. Oh, something about that paper, the matches, the coffee. You can smell it all. The gum. Let's see what's in here. first off, we have our dark green package of matches produced by D.D. Bean and Sons. These are like purple with white tips. And as you guys can tell, probably, I'm using my old camera this week. And check that focus out. Like, whoa. It's so quick. I love it. It's so much better than that new freaking camera that I paid all that money for. Because I thought it was going to be so much better. Uh-oh. We might have a good Red Taster's Choice. Yeah. I just done an unboxing like today. I just filmed it earlier before I started this live stream. Some pretty special 1996 MREs. They were stored absolutely perfectly, and I'm super stoked to check those out. Like actually get them opened up and start taste testing some of those. I bought any of the doubles from the 96s. I'm going to take with me to the meetup, and I also bought another case of 1994s that are supposed to be perfect. Can't wait to check one of those out. Take some of those to the meetup as well, so we can have some very well stored old food. What else we have in here? We have a package of iodized salt. That's something you won't find in a meal cold weather, but a long range patrol, more hot weather based, and they want you to replenish your salt. And we have our gum, which is discolored, but that doesn't really mean anything. Gum, it's very unpredictable. Here we have our cream substitute dry non-dairy for coffee or tea, 4 grams net. Domino sugar, another 4 grams of that. Manufactured by Domino Sugar Corporation, New York, New York. And last but not least, we have 2 U.S. issued butt rations, 2 toilet papers, and these are the Lighthouse SFCA. There's a meaning behind that, and it's not what you think. I need to figure that out again. I used to know it, but I can't remember right now off the top of my head. Let's see what these fig bars look like, because this should be pretty interesting. I'm going to slit it open from this end. Whoa, that looks weird. Look at that. Very strangely packaged. Huh. Let me see here. Alright, let's try to get these out of here. I don't even know. Like, I might have to end up cutting this all the way open, because what in the world happened to this thing? Yikes. Okay, so they got mangled on their way out there. A little bit stuck inside there. Now, it looks kind of dark on the bottom there, but I think it's where it was smashed so flat that the fig actually was pressed through, like the cookie part of it, the batter part. And I really don't want to wait to try this out. Oh, it smells really good. It doesn't have a weird fermented smell or anything. It just smells like a nice fig bar. And give it a try. I'm just going to eat that whole piece. I'm not scared of the old fig bars. I actually like them. That weird flavor that they get after they get about 20, 30 years old. I don't know, it just does something for me. Ooh. That's really good. Wow. Really rich. Has that nice chew to it. The fig seeds in there. Get a nice pop between your teeth when you bite into those. It's nice and sweet. It's more sweet than the ones you can get presently today. And the batter is really rich. The cookie part Mm. It's got a really nice chew to it too. Oh, super chat. Dude, no way. Really? I don't know what I don't know what that means. Where are you from, Jacob? Holy wow. Jovi. Okay, I'm probably going to mispronounce this. Let me try. Jacob. Jo Jovial. Jovi Jov Lou. Jovi Lou. Jovi Lou. Jovi Lou. Did I pronounce that correctly? Keep doing what you love. Well, you know, I absolutely love doing this. And he made. I'm pointing at it on my screen like you guys can see it. Get this out of my mouth. Um, a SEK 100. I don't know what that is, but thank you so much, Jacob. Appreciate the super chat, my friend. Let's find out where Jacob's from, because I have not seen Jacob in here before. That is Swedish krona. So Jacob is a Swedish fellow that has joined the live stream here, man. Dude, thank you so much for that super chat, my friend. Swedish krona. Haha. I think that's the first time I've had a Swedish krona donation before. Made me stand up. No, I needed to stand up for a minute anyway. We've opened everything but the main. So, no, we haven't. We haven't opened the cornflake bar yet. Gonna wait on that. Let's go ahead and get the, Yeah, dude, thank you so much for that super chat, man. Jacob. Yeah, dude, that's super appreciate that, man. No worries, man. So you're from Sweden. I wonder what what's the weather like over there, man? Is it like the middle of summer for you over there? Because that's what it's like here. I think when I went past the bank today, the bank clock said it was 98 degrees. And it's super humid here where I live right now. So not the greatest of weather. I mean, it was sunny, but very humid and pretty warm. What would that be in Celsius? That would be like, what, 30... Probably like 35 degrees, 34, something like that, Celsius. 25 degrees Celsius and raining, warmer than usual. Okay, so that would be 25 degrees Celsius would be like what, around 70, right around 70 degrees probably Fahrenheit. I think somebody do the quick conversion on that. 74. I was pretty close, man. I was just, I'm trying to get my conversions down a little bit better by memory without having to like look them up or something silly. Alright, so let me get this opened up. Let's see if we get a hiss out of this. I'm going to try to poke a hole in it. Let's see what happens. Nothing. Huh. It's not released yet, so... Oh, there it is. Yep. I heard it. You guys probably didn't. Now, this is going to be a huge main dish. It's going to be way more food than I need to eat right now, so I'm probably going to split this in half if it looks like it's going to be easily splittable. Ho, Jesse Michael, whoa! Who dat? Counting down to the meetup and for football season. Yeah, man, I just saw that the New York Jets and the Giants were playing against each other, a preseason game. I don't know what stadium, but it's in New York, obviously. Whoa, hey, look at there. So, this looks... Oh, man, this looks so good. Look how crispy white that still is. No greasy residue, which is a surefire sign that something has went wrong inside your main. So, this is a cardboard piece that is... Actually, that's taped. Huh. Okay, I thought we had another one. Yeah, there we go. So we're going to open this up to the top right here. And we'll save this because we're going to stick our main back in here to hold some heat. Dude, Jesse Michael, thank you so much for that super chat, my friend. And counting down to the meetup. That let's see, what is that? It's not next Saturday. It's the Saturday after. So 2 weeks from today is the meetup. That's right. 2 weeks. Counting down. Am I opening this upside down? I feel like I am. Or is this double bagged? Holy cow. This is double bagged. Okay, I don't remember seeing that before. Huh. I mean, it's literally completely double packaged. So this is just like an extra bag. And then we have this, which is our main, and our main bag. So I can separate this. I got 2 bags. Yay! I'm happy. That makes me stoked. That's so good. Look at that. Look at that. Ooh. That's what freeze-dried food looks like. It kind of crystallizes a little bit, and you get like the, kind of looks a little furry. Everything does that. Okay, it does have a little bit of a beef smell to it, which, whatever, that's like, no problem there. I want to try to split this about in half, so that I can use half the water that I'm supposed to use. Now, if I hold that like that, and open this up like this, dump half over here into the extra bag. There we go. I've never had this menu before. Beef and rice. This will be a first for me. So that's split pretty evenly there. And it kind of fluffs up a lot after you start kind of breaking it up a little bit. So that's almost a perfect split right down the middle there. A lot more beef over here in this one, so take a little bit of a handful of beef and transfer it over to this one. A little bit of the rice and bring it over to this one. That was almost a perfect split. So this is my spare. Look at that. Nicely packaged back up. I'm going to get me a clip. Do I have one handy? Or a rubber band? Or something? What do I have that I can use here? I'll tell you what, I'm curious to find out if that Red Taster's Choice is still any good. Okay. Alright, I've got that taken care of. Now, it said to use 10 to 12 ounces. So that tells me that I would have used about 8. So for this, I'm going to use about 3 to start with. And then I can add more. I do not want to end up with a soup like I did with the Milk Cold Weather. It was a little... But actually, just being 100% honest, like, I think I liked it a little better soupy, like I had it, than I would if it was thin. Or thick, I mean. I mean, you know, you just mix it to your preference. Plus, in a situation like this, anytime you can get more liquid in your diet, I mean, there's no qualms about that. That's good stuff for you. 3 ounces. And this cup doesn't even go down that low, so I'm going to have to try to just eyeball it around 3. Dump in our 3 ounces of water. Again, we got us some beef with rice. Oh, it smells. Oh, wow. The aroma coming off of that just instantly. I'm going to go ahead and use a nice IMP spork. These are my favorite go-tos now. Instead of opening up another MRE spoon, which I have hundreds of. Mix this up really good. And then I'm going to fold it up and put it back in the aluminum packaging that it was originally in. It's going to be really thick. I probably should add a little more water. Yeah, I probably will. We'll see what it looks like after I get it completely mixed. Oh, that smells so good. Yum. My mouth is watering. Yep, it's going to need a little bit more water. Just going to give it just a dab. There we go. Probably just gave it about, maybe about an ounce. It'll soak all that up with no issues, though. This one right here, I think I would prefer to have just a slight bit runny. Not like a soup, but just, you know, just a little bit of a thinner consistency as a personal preference type of deal. I mean, you could eat this as thick as you wanted it. I didn't have to add any more to this. But that rice is going to take a few minutes to soften up because it's pretty stiff still. Ooh, that's a really nice flavor coming off that spoon right now. Spork, whatever. Slide it back in the aluminum bag here. Fold that over. And let it, just let it sit over here and do its thing. Got a bunch of old TP on standby here. Break some out. Clean my spoon off real quick like. Yep. My sport. Refresh, Karsten. Did so, Marilyn. Where can I find some kayfabe? Wait, what? Did I read that improperly? By Christian. Freeze-dried corn is awesome. They sell stuff called just corn. It's freeze-dried yellow corn. It's not hard like corn nuts. Where do you find that at? Yeah, I want to know where that's at. It's like sweet corn? Man, I'd like to find some freeze-dried corn like that. That'd be an awesome snack. Especially if it's just strictly freeze-dried corn, like corn kernels. Corn nuts they're a whole nother thing. That's like almost like field corn is what it reminds me of. Even though I like corn nuts, but they are hard, they're loud when you eat them, and I do not like a corn nut. Just regular golden sweet corn that's been freeze dried. Huh. Yeah, you guys gotta tell me where to get that. I actually have a long handled titanium spoon for eating those Mountain House rations out of the bag. I use it. You know what? Like those long handled spoons like that have been around forever. I got my first one back in probably like, I'm going to guess it was like 2001, 2002. I got it at an A&W restaurant here in West Virginia, up in Charleston, or St. Albans, or something like that. Anyways, I have an A&W mug as well. It's like a great big beer mug, but that's why they had those huge long-handled spoons, was for those milkshakes or root beer floats, so you get that spoon all the way down to the bottom. Super cool. Okay, I haven't had a cornflake bar in probably like, I don't know, it's probably been a year or so. I don't know when the last time I had a Food Packet Survival General Purpose was, because that's the only other place I know where you can get the cornflake bars. 1998 LRPs and Food Packet Survival General Purpose. That's it. I can't think of anything else. Well, those other weird transitional cold weather rations, but these are cool too because they have this sticker on the back that tells you that you can crumble it up and make it into a little cereal paste stuff, which is what we're going to do. We're going to try to make us a cornflake gruel, as Steve would call it. Some gruel. But honestly, eating these things dry, oh, it's so good. I find it at the local stores here. Maybe I can send some along later in the month. You know, like, if I knew that was out there, I'd be looking for it. I didn't know that it was even a thing. So far, this ration seems to be absolutely perfect. And that smells exactly like I remember cornflake bars smelling. It looks like it's a little wet, like looking, I don't know, like it's kind of stuck to the wall. Oh, whoa. Okay, so it's just gonna start doing that. Look at that. It's like falling apart. Interesting. Never had one do that. Usually these things are like, honestly, they're like Solid, rock hard. So what I'm going to do with the tea, I'll show you guys a little trick I know here. You guys probably, I mean, it's not like a secret or anything. This is a pretty widely known thing to do. But with a, especially with an old drink powder like this, drink mix, you're going to want to use hot water to get it started. Go ahead and just dump in some hot water to begin with, and mix it up. Then you can add cold water, and I'll have a cold drink, and then I'll do my coffee as my hot drink. So look at that. You get a whole 16 ounces of this in this ration, which is awesome. I don't know if I accidentally got a second one, or if it was standard for there to be two in this particular fireman food. Always keep this on standby right here. That's not a knife. That's a knife. Dan knows about knives. He's from over in Australia, but this is an American-made knife. As far as I can tell, it's made out of an old file, a big file. I would assume for sharpening great big sawmill blades or something of the nature. But yeah, it's a big one. It's about as big as the tray, actually. It's almost the same width as the tray. Yeah, buddy. Let's just let's set that right there to keep that package closed, huh? Get that Cocobolo handle. Alright, hot water. That's where I was at. We'll add a little hot water into our... You know what? I gotta switch cups. Oops. It's okay, though. Powder's going over into this cup. I don't want a bunch of tea powder in my coffee. I know that. Hopefully that Red Taster's Choice is still consumable. We'll find out. If it's got dry mold, it's all good, because I got another coffee on standby right here that came from Salty Croc, so no worries there. Alright, I'm going to take the bigger chunks of the cookie and set over here. This is definitely going to get mixed up into our gruel concoction. Okay, a little bit of hot water in this. There we go. Probably a little over an ounce and a half in there. Mix it up real good, because that's super, super hot water. Just previously boiling water. Zeno, go with the original, then work on the rest. What are we talking about? That's a David Bowie knife. David Bowie. Bowie. Bowie, Bowie. Bowie, Baba Bowie. Look at that. Look how dark that is. I kind of want to drink some of that. Yeah, I want to taste it. Woo! That is tart. Tart, and it's hot. Okay, this is originally 16 ounces. It's a little under half. This should be a perfect amount of water. There we go. Yeah. Anyone else want to chime in on the subject? What are we talking about? Gooey butter cake smoky? Renee? Gooey butter cake, gooey butter cake, gooey butter cake. Yes, gooey butter cake. Go with the standard. That's unless you don't like butter. If you don't like butter, don't go with the standard. Go with the... Honestly, it's one of those things that, for instance, you like chocolate chip cookies, or you like chocolate chip in general. You're going to like the chocolate chip one. If you like fruity stuff, then check out the fruity ones, and you'll like those. It's one of those things, like, it's not a huge mystery whether you're going to like it or not. You're going to like it if that's the type of stuff you like. So, Yeah, and anything like spice cake, the pumpkin one I had was friggin' awesome. Um, I think that's all. I think I had pumpkin and regular, if I'm not mistaken. I should get with you, Miss Marilyn, and have you. I should place an order with you and have you just bring them with you if you have room, or unless you're flying. If you're flying, you won't want to. You won't want to pack a bunch of cakes with you. I'm sure. And then again, I mean, you know, one carry-on bag, you got a lot of room in there. I'm dealing with that right now. There's plenty of room in there for enough luggage for a week and spare room after that even. So I got a big old pile of trash over there in the corner that you guys can probably see, which I don't like that. Let me get that out of here. There we go. All right. And I still got to clean out my coffee cup a little bit better because it's got a lot of tea left in it. Spilled the tea. I'm thinking about getting the key lime. If you like key lime, I'm sure you'll probably like it. I haven't had the key lime personally, but I like key lime as well. So if you like key lime, I would say it'd probably be killer. No driving and texting, Marilyn. Hey, hey. I think she's got like 70 flavors, right? Or 40 some. 70 some? I'm not sure. Can't remember. I used to have a list of them. I think I did. I brought a list of them in here. I don't know it's behind my blackboards right now. Crumble this up. Wow, that just crumbles up so well. Before I go mixing this up, though, I need to try it. So, you guys excuse my crummy fingers, but I do want to try this cornflake bar real quick and see if it's edible. Here we go. Crunchy, buttery, slightly sweet. It's not very sweet at all. Oh, it's so good. I love the cornflake bars. Now, let's find out. Let's just find out. Good old, crappy old red Taster's Choice. It doesn't taste horrible when it's good because I just had my first good one. But let's find out if this one is any good. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Looks perfect. Can't beat that. I will say, the red Taster's Choice and the brown Taster's Choice has a unique smell. Hey, looks like RC Gusto made it. Let's keep seeing. Oh, Gusto did make it. Dang it, late again. Just got off the bike. Howdy, everybody. I can't believe it's good. What's good? Oh, yeah, the red Taster's Choice. I was like, huh, what? Wait, what? Yeah, it's very, very rare to find good red Taster's Choice. But those 1996 cases, A and B, that I just got, which I have matching dates. The production date of the cases are exactly the same. The 171st day, I believe. So 1996, 171st day, both case A and B. They have overlapping menus from 5 to 12. So I have doubles of 5 to 12, which two of the best menus are in there. Well, with the best side items. The spaghetti has the oatmeal cookie bar. And Chili Mac, which I think 94 or 90, I think maybe it was 95 was the first year for Chili Mac. I think 94, so I have a case of 94s I have to unbox as well. I think that's the last year for corned beef hash, which I'm glad to have a corned beef hash. Still a little bit of tea stuck down in there. I don't care. It'll be okay. So I have a good red Taster's Choice. No dry mold. It's I'm on a streak of having good Taster's Choice, which is unusual. Even the brown ones usually go bad for me. So but the rest of my ration will be completely perfect, all except for the taster's choice. So, I'm not going to use all this in the coffee. I'm going to put some of it in the gruel mixture, I think is what I'm going to call it here. Or cornflake paste. I'm actually going to crumple more of this up. Let me do that real quick right now. I'm going to actually make a good little bit of this. Use about half the bar, and I just made a mess. Yep, sure did. We ain't going to fool around. Got cookie all in my main spot, which I'm sure the main dish is good to go by now. The rest of the creamer over here in the coffee. Get our sugar here. Tell you what, those fig bars had me fooled. Those things look rough, but they don't taste like old fig bars. Like, I'm telling you, there's something up with where they've squished. Sorry I missed last week. Good to be back. Oh, well, we're glad to have you, my friend. I know you was busy last week. I talked to you, and dude, like, never be sorry, man. You know, life goes on, and we know you're busy, dude. You're a busy fella. And you know, last week I had fun. Like, I had a lot of fun just kind of talking it up for the first like 45, 50 minutes. I was just flapping my gums. So, you probably didn't miss much with that one. I had a meal cold weather last week, which was really good. The rest of the sugar in there. There we go. Appreciate that, though, Mr. Gusto. Oh, yeah, that's right. You did the Vegas thing last week. That's right. Yeah, and I had just gotten home last... Oops. I had just gotten home. Or was I... Wait, yeah. No, I had just gotten home that Thursday. That's right. Yeah, but you the big 4-0, dude. I didn't know it was that one. Well, good deal that you made it to 40 so far. Every year's a blessing, man. Jesse has a proposition. Oh boy, this ought to be good. Okay. Let's see. 40. I have underwear. You know, I have underwear that are probably almost that old too. That's awful. No, I'm kidding. Maybe. I don't know if I am or not. Okay. Mix this coffee up just a little bit because for some reason the red taster's choice, the brown as well, it doesn't like to mix up perfectly. Like, usually as soon as I dump in my mega hot water, the coffee just, you know, mixes. So, wait a minute. Let me see if I can find Jesse. Iced tea packets for a fig bar. Iced tea packet for a fig bar. What? I'm reading back here to see what you're saying. Jesse. Justin Jordan, hey Gusto, do you have any reviews in the pipe? Smokey, I'll trade you something for that second iced tea. I've got a few of these iced teas, dude. I'll hook you up with that iced tea. I don't need anything for that, dude. Yeah. Just whenever I send something, I want to make it worthwhile sending. Although I could send that in an envelope and it would be just a stamp, so that'd be easy. Yeah, man, I'll hook you up with that. No worries, man. I think I got a couple different of the iced tea mixes setting. I'm going to use hot water on this, I guess. I think that's what it said to do, right? I want to follow the instructions. Maybe crumbled and rehydrated with a small amount of water. I think hot water is the way to go on that. So that's what I'm going to do. Small amount. Let me see. I want you guys to be able to see it. Whoa, look at that. Well, shoot. That's a small amount. Hopefully that's not too much. And if it's not enough, I can always add more. I try to always add less than I need. Clean up this water that I just spilled. Way more than... That's not going to soak it all up. Okay. Get a couple more of these butt rations out. There we go. I needed to clean the cookie crumbs out of there anyway, so that worked out good. No worries there. I still got this whole meal to work on eating here. Oh yeah, look at that. That's going to be some kind of weird, just like, I don't even know, oatmeal looking stuff. Kinda. Except made out of cornflakes. We got some creamer up in there. Some sugar. Sugar, sugar. No, 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 no. I think I'm going to need a little bit more water, actually. Could add just a slight bit of coffee to it. That might spice things up a little bit, but I really don't want to screw it up. So, I mean, it's definitely pasty at the moment. And it's not going to need much water to thin it out. Just, I mean, literally just the tiniest bit. I'm going to have to be super careful about how much I dump in here. Okay, just a tiny, tiny bit. Mix it up a little bit again. Here. And then it's time to get the main out. It's like past time to get the main out, actually. I'll just... Yep, here we go. There you go. It's not the best looking thing in the world, but I bet it tastes good. I'm going to go ahead and clear my spoon off here, my spork. That's really good. Wow. I like that. I like the way that that's going to be something that's super easy to eat. It also changes it up from, you know, eating it as a bar. Changes the flavor up by adding a little creamer and sugar in there as well. Let's check out our main, see if it's rehydrated properly, if it needs a little more water, which it may. Oh boy, looks like that rice kind of almost disappeared. You know, that's going to get a little more water from me, and I'm going to mix it up and be done with it. Go. Alright. About an ounce and a half there. Kind of looked like there was a dry spot in it right there. I think it just soaked up that much water that it was, wow, had gotten that stiff from sitting and soaking. Rehydrated that well, that's what I'm trying to say. Some chunks of beef looking good in there, I tell you. Get that water mixed into the rest of it. I don't want it to be uneven, really, so let me just mix it real quick. Looking forward to this. My mouth is watering. Yes, yes. Alright, here we go. It's coming out on the tray. Slid right out of there pretty much. I don't know that I got it all, but I'm working on it. There we go. A lot more food there than what it looks like. You know what I mean? Look at that. Alright. Kind of has a kind of a stroganoff-y smell coming off of it. Somewhat of a, like a beef stroganoff. I'm ready to dig in, though. I'm not even going to fool around with little bites, I don't think. I don't know. Maybe I should. You know, I screwed up and didn't eat any of this dry. And you guys know me, like I always eat this stuff dry. Although, I guess before I get started, I do have this package right here that I can try some dry. Just get a piece of the beef to start with. Mmm. Beefy. Chewy. The first piece, like, melted in my mouth. The second piece was kind of hard. Let's try some of the rice. Not too stiff. The powder in it is somewhat beef stroganoff flavor, kind of creamy. Get a bite of this while it's still hot. Oh yeah. The gravy in that reminds me a lot of Hamburger Helper. If you guys ever had like the standard beef with noodles, Hamburger Helper, the flavor of this is very similar to that. The beef is really nice too. It's got a really nice chew to it now that it's rehydrated. It's got a really nice flavor. It's rich. It's kind of creamy. But it's also kind of got a hearty comfort food type of feel to it. Dang it, I'm so hungry. Have you had this menu, Gusto? Have you had this beef and rice before? I would say he'd probably tell you I'm describing it pretty well to good comparison is the Hamburger Helper. You know, it doesn't really, yes sir, didn't film it, but yes, it's good. Yeah, man, I dig this a lot. This menu was in the old Milk Cold Weathers too from 2004, if I'm not mistaken. The beef with rice, it was an old menu that was around in the first generation Milk Cold Weathers. And I'll tell you something else that didn't come with this, but this is like a perfect menu to add a little bit of hot sauce to. Adding the salt in there is definitely not necessary. And I didn't add very much, but it did make a huge difference in the flavor. Which I haven't been putting salt on anything I've been eating for a while now. I've been skipping over that whole old process. But what I think this could really benefit from, and this is a 1993 Tabasco right here. Let me just shake it up. I've left it set too long. What are you talking about, pizza? Win a pizza eating contest. Renee, it does if you are wanting to win a pizza eating contest. Okay. But I'm going to add me some Tabasco to this menu because I do believe... Whoa! Hey, look at that. I think this is going to benefit from the Tabasco tremendously. Yes. Let's find out. It's like this menu was made for Tabasco. Man. It's good both ways. But that Tabasco really does add a really nice mix to this. Sometimes I don't like what Tabasco does to a main. Sometimes it's like the opposite of what I want to have on my main. Then sometimes It's like the perfect thing, especially like the eggs with potatoes. You know, the breakfast menus from the Milk Cold Weathers. Tabasco is like mwah, perfect. Chicken and rice, that's another one. Usually I eat about half the chicken and rice on its own, and then I'll add Tabasco to the other half. Or if I can, if I have it, I'll add some cayenne pepper to the other half. Mmm, so good. Cayenne pepper's got a little bit of heat to it. Mmm. Something else I can say about this. It's really easy to eat. You can chow down through a lot of food fairly quickly. I mean, rehydrated, there was probably 3/4 of a pound of food there. At least there was over half a pound of food for sure. And for me, that's a lot of food. Hmm. Those tiny Tabasco bottles are useless. When I was on the job, I always had to have a giant bottle in my turnout coat pocket. Um, there's just about enough for a main in here. You know, this was only half a bottle. But, yeah, I could see this not being enough. I've just about finished that off. May as well go ahead. So about half a bottle. But, this is only half a main. So, it's not as much food as that. And then again, it didn't even come with Tabasco. So, I'm kind of cheating a little bit. Mmm. Trying to wolf it down so you guys don't have to deal with me eating. Hmm. I would have to say the United States got some of the best bacon. I'm seeing a bacon discussion going on. And I've seen Canadian bacon. I've seen UK bacon. And I can't think of anything that could beat US bacon. Yeah, Canadians is more like ham, in my opinion. It's not really bacon. Gail, I've been craving fried pork belly. Down with the tea. Let's see how it is. Went down the wrong hole. Dang it. Oops. Yep, that would have never made it in a review. I put too much water in it. Probably by an ounce or two. But it's still super refreshing. Get that nice lemon hit out of there. Yeah, that's nice. Okay. Done with the beef and rice for the moment. I'll finish it up here in a little bit, though, because it's really good. Adulting is overrated and silly. Eh. Depends on the situation. Got a bunch of tea in my mustache. Okay. What's next? Some indigestion from the Tabasco. That's next. It's already here, actually. Yes. I'm going to go for this. Go for a big old bite of the cornflakes gruel that we got mixed up here. I did kind of taste it off the spoon earlier when I had the mess of it on the spoon. Take a look at that. It even looks good. Doesn't that look good? Kind of looks like cookie dough, doesn't it? I bet you could make a cookie out of this. If you had a little oven or a little way to like heat up a can. Yeah, you could probably make a cookie in a B unit can with one of these. Huh, I wonder. Anyways, here we go. The cornflake batter dough concoction down the hatch. Mmm. Okay. First thing I can do, I can tell you, that was too big a bite. This is something that I personally would eat in little bites like this and savor each bite. Because that big bite, a lot of the flavor just kind of got lost in my mouth and my jaws. It was just too much. Little bite at a time. Savor the flavor. It's really sweet, creamy. Cornflakes, it's, you know, very prevalent. The flavor of cornflakes is very prevalent. If you've ever had cornflake cereal, then you're going to know a similar flavor to what this is. It's not exact, but it's similar. It's got a nice cornmeal flavor. Still a little gritty. Not hard gritty, though. Kind of a loose grittiness. Don't forget possum belly. Possum belly. I would not eat possum. Not unless I had to. I mean, you know, not just for leisure. I wouldn't want to eat it, I don't think. I would try anything once, but it's not like I'm gonna go out and kill a possum just for the heck of it, you know. After having the gruel, I think I might prefer this dry. Yep. I think I like it better dry. Although it is very, very dry. It sucks all the moisture out of your mouth. And this doesn't have the regular dryness. The dry one doesn't have the creaminess as this does. Time to move on to the black fig bar. That thing's like, this is the darkest one I've ever had. That is super dark. But, again, I don't think it's dark all because of age. I think it's dark because it got squished and the fig came through the dough of the cookie. I think it just kind of got squished, like, I don't know how to, squeezed. And it kind of came through. Because it tastes really good. Oh, it's really good, Gail. I like that. This might even be good. A little bit of that action going on. I've eaten plenty of squirrel in my day. Turtle, had that. Snapping turtle. Um, what else? Plenty of deer, obviously. Rabbit, yes. And pig's feet, and pig lips, and hog maws. No, I'm not a fan of any of the above. Pig's feet suck. My stepdad used to eat them all the time, though. Pickles, pig's feet. Red Taster's Choice. Probably more rare than a World War II K ration coffee. Red Taster's Choice that's drinkable. Oh, frog legs. Frog legs are good. They're just not. They're just too much work for the payoff. I mean, survival food, yeah, sure. You know, frogs reproduce fairly quickly, tadpoles and all that. But as far as like, there's just not enough meat on frog legs. My grandma used to cook them after I'd go gig them, and the friggin' things would dance all around the frying pan. They'd be all over the place. She liked cooking them frog legs though. She liked when I bring frogs home. I don't know. It's just something about it she enjoyed doing. Now I know. Okay, here they are. Smokes. Because it's time for a smoke. Got my vape out here. Been smoking on some Roughneck in there. I think is what it's called. That or Country Leaf or something like that. Yep. Pretty good stuff. There's not a liquor in the world to get me drunk enough to eat pig's feet. Okay. You're sure. Pig's feet, man, like, I don't know. Like, it's one of those taboo, weird things. It's like, it's not that bad. There's freaking hooves on them, and they're just, I don't know. They're just not food, in my opinion. I don't know. I guess they were created and stuff out of necessity, probably. Much like eating pig brains was. You know, the pork brains and milk gravy that they still sell today. But I mean, pork brains, making scrapple and stuff like that. All that stuff was born out of necessity back during the war. People were proud to be able to eat, to save meat by eating the much less desirable stuff like the entrail type stuff and the or the brains, for instance. So you know what? I'm not going to smoke a Camel. Nope. I've been craving one of these Marlboros right here, and I think I only got one left, if I'm not mistaken. I might not even have one, because I keep one in the pack. I only have one left. I do not have one to smoke. That is the one I give away. So I do not have one. Never mind. I guess I'm smoking a Camel. Yep, smoking a Camel today. Unfortunately. Not that this isn't going to be a good smoke. I just was wanting something a little older. But these are aged really well, because they were sealed perfectly by that plastic around there. Plus they have that weird separator. It draws moisture out, I guess. Kind of keeps moisture from building up in there and stuff. So kind of like a humidor type deal. What's going on there? Huh. Interesting. Find my matches. Oh yeah, I already had them out. Duh. Here we go. Some Canadian matches. Yeah, man. I was really glad to have gotten the case of 94s and the case A and B of 1996s that are stored perfectly. Also picked up the exact same thing that I got for Mr. Shocker. So Shocker got himself the same thing I got, or which I mean I picked it up and got it for him. Plan on giving it to him here in a couple weeks. So I'm going to pack them to Kentucky for him. But they're supposed to be some of the best ones out there. I remember it was probably about maybe like 4 months ago, maybe longer, maybe 6 months ago, 4 to 6 months ago. Steve hit me up. I was like, dude, I got some of the best stored 92 MREs, or 91, 92, something 93, something like that. 92s and 93s, I think he said. 92, 93 MREs that I've ever had. And I was like, really? He's like, yeah, man, I opened them up. The nut cake was perfect, light colored. The nuts were perfect. It had no weirdness at all. And I was like, huh, that's cool, man. I was like, but they were just out of my price range, right? Like, I couldn't afford them. Not with shipping and stuff. So, anyways, I was looking around, and I ended up running into the fellow that had them, and it turned out really well, because I ended up being able to pick them up, and it just worked out great. So super happy, super stoked about that. So got some really good, well stored MREs. The thing is, like, the people that had them for the majority of their life, so they probably got those, started getting them. I think the earliest ones they had were 92s, maybe 91, 92, something like that. So they probably started buying them in like 92, 93. They're a year or two old probably back then. They were picking them up at probably surplus stores or whatever. And must have been after they accumulated some, they decided they were going to build a room for the rations themselves. Built the room out of aluminum and the like shiny, reflective. I'm going to call it Mylar, but I'm not exactly sure if that's exactly what it is. But the shiny, reflective stuff on the inside, put climate control in there, air conditioning, so it was kept at a really low temperature, and they stayed that way their whole lives. So if you factor in how much electricity they spent keeping those things cool over, what, 30 years? Right? Yeah, 30 years. 92 to 2002, 12, well, almost 30 years. 20, let's call it 25 years. So because they had them up until a couple years ago, or a year ago, whatever. So 25 years of electricity spent cooling hundreds of cases of MREs. Think about that. How much money was spent just keeping those MREs at a proper 65 or below temperature? Thousands of dollars spent keeping those things proper. So they're worth every penny, because they were stored properly. And also knowing the backstory behind that is also really cool. That's something you don't find every day. I've tried to do that. That's like the 1971 long range patrols that I have. I was talking to the guy about those, and I have two of them, and I got them from the same guy. He found two cases, but he found them, come to find out, found them in some rafters in a garage in California. So it looks like Gusto's taking off. We'll see you later, Gusto, man. Happy late birthday. Glad you went and had a good time in Vegas, though. I mean, you can't ask for a much better birthday than going to Vegas and partying. Yeah, that's dream type stuff right there. Good stuff, man. So, yeah, it's hard to tell what those LRPs are going to be like. They're the old canvas cloth bags, and it's a 1971. They look perfect, they feel perfect, but if they spent that long, and check this out, back in 1971, they only had a 1-year inspection date. So, production date was 1971, the inspection date was 1972. I mean, That's the only other that's the only ration I've ever seen with a U.S. ration with a 1 year inspection date. Pretty crazy. All right, so I'm going to try to move. I've got a mess behind me here. What am I going to do with it? Huh. I do not know. Try to make room for my butt to sit down. It's not going to happen. Just can't stand here for too much longer. So here's the deal. Coming up this week, I'm going to attempt, I think, I'm going to read some chat, actually. I'll interact with you guys here for a few. Let's see. Corned beef hash and rice with potatoes. That'll keep an Irish man going for days, no doubt. Yes, sir. Irish man potatoes like that. That's all you guys, all Irish people need, ain't it? Just some taters and you're good to go. Maybe some alcohol, some beer. Just make some alcohol out of potatoes. Some vodka, potato vodka, I think. Potato liquor, whatever they call it. I am not an alcohol specialist, so I do not know my ins and outs on what it takes to make alcohol. Okay, Mike, I'm out for the night too. Please keep El Paso in your thoughts and prayers. I think we're near the end of times, my opinion. Just know the world is getting crazy. What happened in El Paso? Should I have not asked? Justin, no telling our secret. Justin. Where's Justin? Oh, with the potatoes and the corned beef hash. I didn't hear about that, Jesse. Huh. I'll be daggone. How did I miss that? I've been so busy and scatterbrained lately. I've had a lot going on. 20 shot and 26 wounded. What? When did this happen, dude? Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew. 17 dead, Mike Batty says. Mass Walmart shooting, apparently. What? We had an explosion here in the next county. One killed and a bunch homeless. Whoa. What the heck, man? Happened today, huh? Trav Steelman says 20 dead and 26 hurt. I just seen it too. Couple of hours ago. Holy crap, man. In El Paso, Texas. Gee whiz. Wow. I'm taken back. I really don't know what to think about that. That's awful. Yeah, Smitty, it was a wild night, bro. What'd Smitty say? What did Smitty say? Smitty. Jesse, that's wild, my man. I don't think I saw Benji Buttons. Benjamin Button? AKA Mountain S. Another mass shooting. Huh. Well, that's about a 2 hour drive away, Renee says. Tragic humanity, yes, me. Um, as far as saying it's towards the end of times, I mean, you hear about this stuff all the time anymore. And I don't know if it's we just didn't hear about it when we were growing up because we didn't have instant access to information like we do now. And they didn't publicize as much of it as they do now. Like, it's just so easy for things to get out because not the media. It's not the media that'll be bringing it to you at first. It's the people that were there and involved, or that were nearby, that will report the things on social media instantly. It's instant. You're finding out things basically as they're happening, and that is very new to everyone. That's something I think everyone's trying to still learning how to deal with that, or how that works. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely a new thing. The instant gratification of information, and you know, the mass shooting thing. That, you know, I'm still hung up on the Las Vegas one, because regardless of the information that I have researched and everything I've done, I have literally spent, I'm going to guess, probably well over 100 hours, maybe more, researching, watching videos, just things, looking at the whole Vegas thing, and I still don't have a freaking clue what really happened that night. What I can tell you is it's not what they told us. It's not what they're telling us that happened that night, because what they're saying happened does not match up to what all the videos and information. It just doesn't match up. Get a good. This thing's razor sharp too, by the way. Let me see if I can get a close up on that edge. It's got a pretty good edge on it. Just shaved some skin off my thumb. Yep, I had no idea. Don't shave that over my food. What am I thinking? Duh. Still gotta eat that. Yep, put the knife up. Quit playing with it. Yikes. False flag, I don't know, but something isn't right. Yeah, Mike, dude, the Vegas thing, man, come on. I mean, like, anybody who just rolls with the punches on that one, I don't know. Something ain't right in their head if they believe everything that they're saying about that one. As bad as it seems based on the information and 24/7 news they give us. I'm going to be making care packages from my MRE extras for the victims of the blast. Anyone want to send me extras to the PO box? Renee, when are you going to be doing that? Because I'm going through my stuff right now, and I can throw together all my extra stuff. And I mean, like, when are you going to be sending that stuff out, Renee? I know you're working on it instantly. Whoa, Prime Driver Andrew, what the heck? Look at that guy right there. I'm pointing at him on the screen right now. He ain't been in here for a minute. As soon as possible, Mr. Renee. I'll text you here in a minute, Miss Renee. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to fool with it at the moment. You know why. I'll talk to you. Text me here in a minute. Yeah, good to see Prime Driver Andrew stop in here. That's a dude I haven't seen in a while. Anybody in here who just even a little bit slightly enjoyed the live stream, can you hit that thumbs up for me? Let YouTube and Google know that you like what's going on. And even if you didn't, go ahead and hit that thumbs down, man. Any feedback, Google likes it. They don't care. Up or down, they don't care. To them, it's a click. It's a click. That's all they care. Yeah, got some time finally, man. I was just thinking about you like 2 days ago. Check this out. As a matter of fact, every time I look up here, boom. Yep, he sent me that a long time ago. It's up there on my display now. Yep. Montgomery County, Maryland. Moyer and Sons. Tiny Moyer and Sons. Local and long distance. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Excuse me. Yep, that Tabasco kicking my butt. Even though it's just Tabasco. Yep, just finished up on another cycle of pills, so got that going on. Daniel used to live in Montgomery County, PA. There's a Montgomery, West Virginia, too. There's probably Montgomerys in a lot of states. It sounds like obviously there's one in West Virginia, Pennsylvania, and Maryland, which all of our states are close together. So it might be more of an East Coast thing, maybe. I'm not sure. But one of the towns that I grew up in has a name that I've never heard anywhere else, and that's Gallipolis, Gallipolis, Ohio, or Gallipolis. Some people say it Gallipolis. And then you have people that don't know how to say it, that just read it and they say Gallipolis or Gallipolis, Gallipolis or Gallipolis, but it's Gallipolis or Gallipolis. Some people say it's kind of, I don't know, it's weird, but it's one of those that I've never seen in any other state. So kind of interesting. I don't know what this is. Botan rice candy. Botan rice candy. Come with stickers in it, and a little card, and a little daisy flower in there. I don't care about that. It's an elephant and a cat on the back. Stickers. I just want to know what this rice candy is. Corn syrup, sugar, water, glutinous rice flour, wafer, paper, potato starch, sweet potato starch, rapeseed oil, soy lectin, natural flavor, which is actually not. That's actually a chemical that they call natural flavor, which is so stupid. FD and red number 40 contains soybeans. JFC International Incorporated, Los Angeles, California. It's a product. Focus. It's a product of Japan. 80 calories. One packet, 21 grams. Like, it feels like there's maybe a bunch of something in there. Have some of that candy. Thanks to easy money. Huh. Nice, yes, sitting at the company's home terminal here. Had to get some work done to my truck. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, look at that. I think your picture is is that a Moyer truck that you got as your picture right there? By the way, dude, I've been saving you up for strike bars for like 2 years now. I got quite a few. I probably got like, I don't know, probably 20 saved up for you, roughly. Uh, just different kinds: chocolate, apple, and mocha. Cran raspberry, I do not part with. I keep every one that I can get. So I'm gonna finish up this smoke right here, and then be signing off because I got a lot of crap I got to do tonight still yet. Oh, well, this is not at all what I expected. What the heck? I thought this was going to be like some kind of paper like weird paper candy. What is this? Whoa, weird. Okay, let's see what stickers we got. We got an alligator, and we only got one sticker. What? No way. Really? We got, what, 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candies. And one sticker. Huh. That kind of sucked. I thought there were going to be like a few stickers in there. And I thought this was like some sort of like flat paper looking candy, like rice candy, but it's not. It's not at all what I thought. It's like a boiled sweet or a hard candy. I guess it's a hard candy. It's got like a... It's got even more... Is that more paper on it? What in the world is going on there? Is that supposed to come off? Is that edible? What is that? Let me stick my tongue on that. Okay. That tastes horrible. Ugh. Yuck. You're supposed to eat that, but it tastes like crap. Ooh. And it turned to like this weird jelly in my mouth. I don't want to eat that. I guess it's just... No, it's not hard. Look, check that out. I can squeeze it. and flatten it. Huh. Well, this should be interesting to eat. Yeah, I prefer not to eat that stuff. It's like plastic. It kind of tastes like plastic, too. Oh, boy. Let's see. Okay, just making sure. Gusto's been gone for a minute. JW Speaker, what's up? It's rice paper. You can eat it. It ain't like the rice paper that I'm used to. Like, the rice paper I'm used to that's on, for instance, the Polish fruit bars. That, that's cool. That's rice paper to me. This is clear, and it turns into this weird gelatinous goo, but it also has a horrible taste. It tastes like plastic. Hey, Basili's here. Outdoor Tactical. Link in my description for him as well. He sent in some crazy stuff. Hey, Smokey, hey, everyone on the chat. He says, the candy is so good, JW Speaker says. All right, let me, here we go. I'm just going to try it. Plastic and all. Okay. Citrus flavor. Very chewy. I'm not a fan of that rice paper on it. Not at all. That kind of reminds me of a gumdrop, flavor-wise. It's got a really strong orange oil essence in there. The chewiness is off the chart. It's not sticking to my teeth too bad, though. I guess that's a plus. Sticking to my teeth. Well, that was nowhere near what I expected it to be, and it was interesting to try. It'd be cool to share with my kids and get their reactions on that as well. Yep. All right, the M&Ms, guys, I didn't open them up, but they're going on my display because of that. Look how cool that is. Isn't that just awesome? What's that say? M&Ms. Oh. M&M's mean 2000. M&M means 2000. I guess that's what that says. MEANS. Yeah, means 2000. It would have been cool to get that watch back in the day and have that still in the package today. What does that say right there? It's like something. Does it say limited edition right there? I think that says edition. Huh. S edition? M&M's S edition? Interesting. Look at that. Internet. www.m-ms.com. Back in the early days of 1998. I mean, you got to think, these were produced in 1998. Wow. That's so cool, man. Oh, there must be a bunch of stuff printed in there. I can see it now. You kind of see it. Maybe. I can see it with my own eyes. There's a bunch of information must be printed on the inside there about the contest rules and stuff like that. Yeah, pretty stoked to have those, though. I like that. I've got quite a few different generations of M&Ms saved up here. The original M&M packages, well, they're not the original, but the 80s ones look really cool. Get rid of paper. Well, this has been a good live stream, guys. And kind of be on the lookout for me to make some posts. I might do some stories through the week and maybe drop a couple clues. And I'm going to hopefully maybe try to do it early on in the week and see if I can't set something up for us. Like, look, like I said, if I end up doing it, it's going to be super cool. And if I don't end up doing it, I'm going to try to do some filming this week that I can make a video out of. Maybe. I'm not good at that type of... because when I carry a camera, whether it's on a tripod or not, I would need one of those... a gimbal. I would need a gimbal. Because the way I walk, or walk, whatever you want to call what I do, limp, whatever, with crutches, the camera does the whole bouncing thing. I mean, I try to compensate for it and smooth it out as much as possible, but any type of filming I do where I'm moving, it's pretty jarring and it's hard to watch. So, U.S. National Library of Medicine, National Institute of Health study. In a review of 15 studies in men, intake of soy foods, protein powders, or isoflavin supplements did not affect testosterone levels. Did not, huh? I've heard that soy does things to men. I've heard that before, but Rob, with what you just posted, obviously that's it, contrary to popular belief. Jesse Michael says, well, it's great seeing you all tonight. I should be back to posting and dreaming soon as of Tuesday. I may have my last day on Bill and Ted 3 Monday. What? Bill and Ted 3? Wait a minute. Huh? You're filming Bill and Ted 3? Sorry, Rob. I don't know how to fix that without being in front of a computer for you to post a source. It's complicated, I believe. Kayfabe says, thanks for the stream. I'm going to go now. Have a great night, everyone. Yep, I'm getting ready to slice it off myself. Movie I'm working on. Yep, no crap, man. Well, okay. Can you tell us any more specifics? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing on the movie? I work in locations. So obviously Keanu Reeves. And who was the blonde-haired guy in Bill and Ted? The Bill and Ted movies. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure and Bill and Ted's... I'm drawing a blank on the second one. Excuse me. Tabasco. Leah says, I just eat what evolution tells me. And my canines tell me to rip into some meat. No doubt. Yeah, you can't go wrong with some meat. Bogus Journey. Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. An Excellent Adventure. Who was the freaking blonde-haired guy with Keanu Reeves? I cannot remember. Is he still around? Like, I haven't seen or heard anything from that guy other than the movies that, those two movies. Subtube says, who are Bill and Ted? That's like a what was it, late 80s, early 90s type of Keanu is one of Keanu Reeves' most popular movies, to be quite honest. Up until, here recently when he started doing the John Wicks. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure was a huge movie back in the day. It's a cult classic. I'm sure it's got a cult following. He played in The Lost Boys. Huh. I'm just loving reading. I have not seen any of them, but I will watch this third one because of Jesse. Dude, no, you got to watch the first two. You can't go into the third one without watching the first two. Like, no way. Got to check them out. They were great. Like, they were great movies for their time. I got to say, I enjoyed it as a kid. I was a kid when those were out. I was young. I'm curious. I'm gonna find out when. Real quick. Bill and Ted. There we go. Okay, there it is. Bill and Ted 2020 film. Bill and Ted 3 coming out. Yeah. Bill S. Preston Esquire. That's so great. Theodore Logan was Ted, portrayed by Alex Winter and Keanu Reeves, respectively, as two metalhead slacker friends who travel through time. Yeah, it was a time travel movie. The first one was in 1989, and The Bogus Journey, the second one, was in 1991. And wow, they're coming back to production in June of 2019. They started, so just recently. In addition to the films, there's been both an animated television series with Winter and Reeves reprising their roles, and a live-action television series in 1990 and 1992, respectively, video games and comic books. Huh. So yeah, the dude that plays Ted, Alex Winter. Let me click on him and check out his IMDb. So yeah, he's aged well. Yeah, he's 54 years old. Born July 17th, 1965. He's London, England, UK. Actor, film director, and a screenwriter. Interesting. Never would have thought. Wow, 54. How old's Keanu Reeves? Got to find out now. Keanu is 54 as well. They're the same age. He was born in 64, September 2nd. So, a month from like a couple days ago, like a little less than a month is his birthday. A month from yesterday, roughly. Yeah, cool. All right, well, I guess with that, cool to know we know somebody that's working on the Bill and Ted 3, going to be out in 2020. Mr. Badger says 89, shocking. I was 16. 89, I was 7. I think I was 7. But those movies, like, I remember watching them up in the 90s, and they were still, like, relevant. Back then, things kept their relevancy a lot longer than they do nowadays. Nowadays, like, if it's relevant for a couple days, like, you're doing good. It's just like posting a video here on YouTube. If it stays relevant for more than 2 to 3 days, then you're killing it. You're doing something right. All right, guys. I'm gonna get cleaned up, and I got a bunch of stuff I still got left to do. So I want to thank each and every single one of you guys for coming out tonight. Everybody that went through and super chatted, I'm going to go through their list right now. Let me go through here. Started off with Nathan, which I haven't seen Nathan commenting after he made the super chat. Started off with the $30 super chat tonight. Holy cow! Thanks so much for that, Nathan. Nathan Stickney, one of my good friends now. I've made friends with him probably about, I don't know, we've been friends well over 6 months, maybe maybe longer, maybe a year, even getting close to a year. He's been around since the early days of the live streams when they started. Then we got Smitty, the Canadian representative that's coming to the MRE meetup. I believe he was voted the Canadian representative, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong about that. I know B Temple might have something to say about that. You guys go check out B Temple's channel. Holy cow. How have I not mentioned that? Go check him out. Link in my description. He's done some really awesome vintage stuff. Lots of cool vintage US stuff. Lots of cool vintage Canadian stuff. Seriously, go check him out. I'm into Pain. Checked out a one chip challenge over on his channel. You Guys, go subscribe to I'm Into Pain. Like, go over there and just surprise the crap out of him by making his subscribers go up. That would freak him out. He had the $20 super chat tonight, and we had Jacob that came in with the Swedish. Can't remember their currency. A Swedish kroner. Boom, Swedish kroner. With the $100 Swedish kroner, which or 100 Swedish kroner, which is like a $10 super chat. Super awesome. And then Jesse Michael came in, counting down till the meetup and football season. So and go Saints. He's a Saints fan. And then Gusto came in at the end there and apologized for missing last week's live stream. So thanks to each and every one of you folks that did the super chats tonight, man. Holy crap. It's much appreciated. Go back to the live chat now. Here we go. Yeah, man. I really appreciate each and every one of you guys hanging out on this Saturday. Keep an eye out on your YouTube. Make sure your notifications are turned on for me for, what's it called, priority, I think. Now they have different selections for your notifications, which is ridiculous. It just blows my mind. The crap that they're doing that just screws creators. So, anyways, make sure those are on, because this week you're not going to want to miss if I happen to decide to try to do something live. It might be an IRL, if you guys know what that is. It'll be on the street. It won't be a ton of me walking. Whoa, hey, look at that. If you like Drew Brees, go see my last video. Well, I'll go check it out. I will. Absolutely. As soon as this is over and I get cleaned up, I'll be over on Jesse's channel checking that out. Must be obviously a big Drew Brees fan. So I'll definitely be over there checking that out. Whoa, hey, look at there. Almost missed the meme tonight. Tracy Phillips almost missed the meme with the Maryland is wonderful. That's the meme coming in there at the very end with the $10 super chat. And Jesse, if you guys like the Saints, right? Hang on a second. Let me go back over to the super chats. I think that's what you said. Yeah, the Saints. That's right. I knew I was right. If you like the Saints, if you like Drew Brees, go check out Jesse's latest. Yeah, the latest video on Jesse's channel, because I'm going to. As soon as I get things cleaned up. And Miss Marilyn, you're wonderful, Tracy says. So don't forget that. Jesse says, yes, sir, the Saints. Oh, you'll like it, my friend. Okay, all right. Well, I'll definitely check it out. Readiness Reviews, good night, everyone. Miss Marilyn says good night. Marine Wonder, I don't know what you're called now. Did you change your name too much? I just call you Wondering Marine Veteran. I don't know what you're called now. I think it's just Wondering Veteran, maybe? You got the WV, you got the West Virginia symbol abbreviation going on there. Easy money. Cheers, JW. The closest I've been to being an actor was going to a casting call for Grown Ups 2, and all still extremely disappointed. That sucks. Yeah. It's hard not to get your hopes up for stuff like that. I understand. I do actually understand that now. Never understood that before, but I do understand it now. Sleep well, Smitty. Smitty. All right, I got to book it. Have a great night, y'all. That was Smitty. Smitty's gone now. And I'm back up to where I read that 1989 was shocking that you were 16? 16. Somebody was 16 in 89. I read that. Dang it. Oh well. Take me too long to find it again. Alright, so thanks to each and every one of you folks yet again for this crazy super chats tonight, man. I really appreciate you guys. And all of my moderators as well. I don't know what all you guys do behind the scenes, because it's stuff that we, watching the chat, we don't even get to see. But they keep the chat rooms clean and comfortable for everyone, so we got to thank them. That's something I'm going to start doing every time. Miss Marilyn, Miss Renee, you guys are the most active in that area. And then whenever Miss Sharon's here, you guys do a really good job. And I do appreciate it, because without that, it'd be easy for YouTube to shut me down if I had a toxic chat room go on for a night. They could literally give my channel a strike for that. So it makes a huge difference. I monitor all my comments myself for all my videos and things, and you would be surprised some of the stuff that I've had to filter out over the years. But that's just part of being on the internet, I guess. Just stuff that I never really thought about dealing with until I started doing YouTube, because I've never been into social media or any other type of thing like that. So YouTube is all I have, and I'm going to think I'm going to fire up an Instagram here within the next probably 3 weeks to a month, because I've got so much happening this next 3 weeks. So probably be like after things settle down for me a little bit. But all right, guys. So the end of the videos, no matter what it is, live stream or a video, I want to say huge thanks to my patrons. You guys are awesome. Look for some posts over there tonight after I get settled down, after I get some things packed up and cleaned up here. I plan on posting some pretty special pictures over there, and you're only going to be able to see those if you are one of my patrons. So it's going to be a patrons only type of post and deal over there, and pretty some top secret type stuff. I know it sounds crazy that I would even have something like that going on, but it is. It's not something I can announce publicly. So there's that. And all right, so Mr. Badger's battery died. Back now, just ending the stream up here. Thanks to each and every one of you guys for hanging out on this stream. Hit that thumbs up if you guys enjoyed the live stream, the video, the ration. What an awesome, amazing 1998 LRP from Salty Croc Collectibles. Everything ended up being good, and even though this looks like it's not good, trust me, it is. I swear, I think it's just where it got, like, that's almost paper thin. It's so thin. That's not normal. Like, it got super smashed somehow, but nothing else was damaged in there, so it had to be probably before they even put it into the bag, in the production facility, which I believe, yeah, Warnick was not the 1998. Only Warnick made the food packet long range patrols in 1998. It's the only year that they made them in that style, with the awesome compressed food bars like this. Love that stuff. But all right, guys. So, guess this is the part of the video where I want to say thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next live stream. Later.